Hey, baby. So listen, I got a word for you today, okay? This is an inspirational word, okay? This is a word for someone who may be, ready to quit, okay? Not, or maybe just not inspired, okay? Today, this is a word to put that back up on you, okay? So listen, baby. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 6 says, therefore we do not faint. Though our outward person is decaying day by day, our inward person is renewed day by day. See, we have to understand that in this life, we are going to get older, okay? By nature, okay? Everybody gets older. But inwardly, you can feel the youngest ever, okay, during your old age, okay? You can feel like, oh my God, life is just beginning for me, okay? That is because God also says in Ezekiel 26 chapter 36 verse 26, he also says that he will give you a new spirit. He will also give you a new heart. He will take away the stony heart, okay, and give you a new heart of flesh. See, what you got to understand is that you as a person, you are a loving person, okay? You are a person that may feel everything, okay? You can feel when something is off, okay? You actually care for people, okay? You just naturally, you have empathy for people, okay? It's easy for you to put yourself in other people's shoes and understand what they're going through. And because of that, you've probably been hurt multiple times and times again. But what has hurt you the most is that you have been hurt by people who know you have a good heart, okay? You have been hurt by people who know that you're a loving person, people that you have bent over backwards for, people that you have been there for, okay? But you got to understand that we're all fighting this spiritual battle, okay? We're not fighting against people, but we're fighting against spirits and principalities, okay? And wickedness in high places, okay? So we're fighting against the enemy, okay? The evil spirit, the evil one, okay? So you got to understand that the whole point is to turn your heart stony. The whole point is to get you out of position. The whole point is to get you to act like the people who hurt you, okay? This is why you see people who used to be nice and used to, bend over backwards for people saying, okay, now I'm matching energy, okay? But that is a trick of the enemy. You got to understand that that is what they want you to do. They want you to come down to their level. In order to match their energy, you got to come down to their level. So the key here is that no, you don't have to allow someone to get over on you. No, you don't have to, be gullible and allow things to just happen to you as if, okay, you're going to just be a victim, okay? No, that's not what I'm saying. But you have to be aware that you have a good heart. You have to be aware of what type of person that you are. And when you are aware of that, what you do is you separate yourself from people who are not able to cultivate the goodness of who you are. They're not able to be in close proximity with someone who wants the best for them, okay? Who's not in competition with them, okay? Because they need you to be in competition with them. They need you to give them your energy in order for them to feel good, because they don't feel good by themselves. And that's just too much of a price for you to pay, okay? They need to go to God just like you have went to God multiple times when you have been hurt. So what you have to do in order to protect yourself is you have to separate yourself. This is why you hear boundaries being so popular and trendy in this day and age, because more people are starting to be authentic. And in order to be authentic, you're going to have some boundaries, because you're going to say, okay, this is where I begin, this is where you end, okay? You drawing that line in the sand, you saying this is my boundary, and if you can't respect my boundary, then that means that you're no good to be in my life, because I am not going to bring myself down to your level. I'm not going to match your energy. All I'm saying is this is what works for me in order for us to get along. And then they may have some boundaries too, okay? And you respect their boundaries, okay? But that's what having a relationship is about. It's about two individuals, okay? Respecting the individuality of each person, okay? See, Because what you have to realize is that there are going to be seasons where you are going to feel like you are being attacked emotionally, okay? Because as you begin to change, okay, and you begin to allow God to work on your heart, like all of the pain, okay, maybe that you've endured in your childhood, or just the pain that you've endured by being there for people, okay? When you allow God to work on your heart, it's going to be very, very emotional, because what is going to happen is that pain that attacks your heart, okay, because the Bible says out of the heart flows the issues of life. So when you feel offended, okay, or you're hurt, it goes directly to your heart, okay? And so when you begin to work on that thing, okay, it's a lot of emotion that comes out, and a lot of time that's when you have those crying spells, okay? But you got to understand, you are transferring energy so that you can still have that fleshly heart. You can still have, okay, a good heart, okay, a heart that feels, okay, a heart that is alive, okay? A person who, have you ever been around a person who you may be sad, or maybe you're talking about what someone else has gone through, and they just don't feel nothing? Like, that's the stony heart, okay? A person who can't be empathetic, a person who can't understand how another person feels, okay, and respect it, okay? So you got to understand that as you're going through this, maybe this heart transplant, okay, and you may be growing and you may be being isolated because God is making sure that you don't become like the people who hurt you, that some seasons you build character, okay? Some seasons you're in your winning season, you reaping, okay? You feeling good and everything is just going how you want it to go, okay? But then there's some seasons where you are building your character. The Bible says that you need to persevere, okay? Overcome adversity, and you have to understand that that's how you work out your faith, okay? Because God is preparing you to be able to deal, okay, with the pressures of this world without having to just react, without responding off of impulse on every little emotion that you feel, okay? Instead, you're going to be able to process. Instead, you're going to have your coping mechanisms, okay? You're going to have your breathing techniques to ensure that when you come out of this season, okay, you are coming out well equipped, okay? You are coming out prepared. You are coming out with the fruits of the Spirit, okay? Love, joy, kindness, okay? Self-control, okay? Meekness. You're going to have all of this in your toolkit so that when you experience the pressures of this world, okay, you know how to respond versus react, okay? You know how to eliminate, cut people off, okay? You know how to have healthy boundaries, okay? You know how to hold yourself accountable, okay? And you also know how to allow yourself to endure in a healthy way that allows for you to take breaks, to have and to focus on yourself, okay? To have self-care moments, okay? That is so important, okay? But you're going to realize that, you're going to understand that, because you're going to be more in tune with your body. As you're going through isolation, okay, and God is cleaning up your heart, it is getting you in tune with yourself. It is getting you to a place where you can unlearn behavior, so you can unlearn ideologies that no longer serve you, that you don't agree with, that was imposed on you. Okay, it's all a process, and what you have to understand is that when you come out of this, you are going to be on a whole new level, and a lot of people that you once were around are not going to understand you. That is when all of the pressures of the world is going to be like at your face, okay? Because the veil is now lifted on your eyes, because the Bible says in order to get the speck out of someone else's eye, you got to first get the speck out of your eye. So understand that that season of perseverance, that season of isolation, that season of cleaning up your heart, that season of holding yourself accountable, that season of being tapped into your body, that season of getting to understand yourself, that intimacy is the season where you are getting the speck out of your eye. And now you're going to be equipped to help and to educate, to inform, and to also implement new practices, new policies, new systems, new ways of being, okay? New boundaries, new experiences for those you encounter. So be proud of yourself in this time, okay? And understand that what you're going through is only preparing you for what's next. But be present in this moment and be grateful for what you're going through. Stay in the posture of gratitude, okay? That is the word, that is the posture that you're going to hear me talking about in all 2025, the posture of gratitude, because a lot of you are going to be experiencing blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing, and you have to be in the right posture to receive it, okay? If you got to the end of this message, type, sis, I got to the end. All right, now don't you forget, you can always count on truth, love, and transparency coming from your girl, all right? Now go on with your day, and remember, you're big blessed. But until next time, you stay in peace and not in pieces, okay? All right. Peace.